What's going on, gang? Chavio here, and I'm going to bring you a little bit more information about Big Time. So it dropped this week. We're all in there. We're all farming NFTs, but we're also learning about the game mechanics itself. Now, I would say probably the most important game mechanic that I have learned about so far is the Pocket Watch. The Pocket Watch is the time traveler's absolute best friend. Now, the way these pocket watches work, think of them almost as parallel universes, like different inferences of the same character. So what I mean by that is you can have a starter pocket watch. They give you one at the beginning of the game. You're playing with it, and say you're a warrior. Well, you can pick up another warrior pocket watch, and you can change to that one, and it may have different abilities, different stat buffs, and it won't be level. It'll start over at level 0 all over again. So each pocket watch is a different version of your character, which I think is a really cool idea. I've never seen anything like it before. I'm really excited to explore it and see exactly how that can lead to all different types of combinations and stuff. So let me show you a couple of things that I figured out pretty early on about the Pocket Watch. Now, the character you see in front of you right now, this is going to be your starter character. You see he has 436 hit points. He has 448 energy points. So this is him. Here's the pocket watch on the left-hand side. You see it has one gear slot. It has one gear slot. This is all the starter gear that I get when they first pick the game out. You can see my stats down here in the bottom left-hand side of the screen. Actually, they're behind me, so you really can't see them that well. But I'll show them to you better in just a second here. So one of the biggest things that you want to take a look at is the comparison between pocket watches. So here you can see I have a tier 5 pocket watch that I was able to farm out of the game, and look at the drastic difference in the stats here. I mean, you have dramatically different stats where your health is buffed, your melee is buffed, your energy, your movement speed, your strength, your vitality. It even appears to come with additional abilities down on the bottom. So let's change over to the timeline. So you'll go change timeline, and these are all the pocket watches you hold. So if I click on this one down here, you can see this is a whole different character, right? See, I just went from level 0 to level 16 because I've leveled this pocket watch. So the more you play with a pocket watch, the more you'll level it up. So you can switch characters at any point in time. Like I said, here, look, here's my Shadow Blade. Here's my Quantum Fixer. Here's my Chronomancer. So these are all characters I have just in my pocket. And it's all the same guy, but it's almost like I said, almost like a parallel universe or a different timeline. So I really like what they've done that. That's a really cool concept. So let's take a look at the maxed out one and see what other good perks that he comes with. So you'll see here, this one, in addition to having all those better stat buffs, you also have more gear slots. And you're saying, well, why are gear slots important? So to show you that, look, each gear slot comes with its own stat buffs. So this one, you see this one actually has a defensive subtree, 9 abilities unlocked. So what exactly does that mean? Well, look, here's my skill tree for this character. Look how many I have. I have so many different skills to choose from to put it in. Now, how does that compare to the tier 0? Well, let's hop over to the tier 0 skill tree. This is it. That's all that's available to me. This is the base skill tree for this character. Now, the cool thing is, though, when you get that better pocket watch and it comes with more gear slots over here, you'll find these gears. So essentially, you could have a magic user that's a tank. You know, if you're able to find a gear that unlocks a subtree for another class, then you'll be able to change your tank. You could have a magic tank. You could have a healer that has great melee abilities. So it looks like there's going to be like so many different ways to mix and match your character and your class. So my strongest recommendation for the game is immediately start to farm pocket watches. You know, get together with a group, level your tier 0 pocket watch, but as soon as you get a better pocket watch, immediately switch to the new pocket watch and start to use that one and start to level that one up. You do not want to stay with the starter pocket watches very long. They're super weak, they don't have a lot of abilities, and they really don't allow you to unlock the full potential of the game. So that's really the basics of the timelines and the pocket watches. One of the other things you'll notice is your inventory on the top always stays the same, but these bags on the bottom, your character can carry 2 bags at any time. These bags at the bottom are unique to each character. So one thing that I've taken to doing is when I'm running around a dungeon and say I'm the warrior, but I find loot for the Quantum Fixer, I'll say, all right, let me switch over to the Quantum Fixer real quick. And even though the top inventory slots are the same, the bags are unique. The bags are unique. So you can see I have, look, whenever I'm playing a dungeon, I switch to my quantum fixer when I find some quantum fixer gear that I want to hold on to. I throw it into his inventory and I keep rolling. Now, you can see I can't use any of this because I haven't been leveling the Quantum Fixer, and that's another issue you'll run into, that whenever you're playing, you're only leveling one pocket watch at a time. So my advice to you is carry all the pocket watches, have fun, experiment with the different styles. I think it leads to a lot of really cool gameplay, and it allows you to have a couple extra slots as long as you don't mind slowing down, picking things up, sorting through some things. If you're like me and you're a real nut about all the gear, this may be something that you want to do as well, because I think this helps maximize the amount of gear you can hold before having to run to a vendor and sell it all off. But yeah, I think that's really the basics of the pocket watch. If you have any questions at all, please leave them in the comments below. I will answer any and all questions. I'm also going to be streaming this game probably about 5 to 6 days a week. I stream on Twitch, and I have the link down below as well. If you could give me a like and a subscribe to the YouTube channel, I'd really appreciate it. It helps me so much as a content creator to grow, and I hope you enjoyed the content. I'll see y'all out there. Be well, stay excellent. Peace. I'm out of here.